Five Families MMA. Listen, I'm gonna dovetail off that and go into something. Now, a lot of people aren't gonna like this video, and I'm sorry you're not gonna like this video. But if you want to speak truth in the world, you're not gonna be liked all the time. Um, I have these young kids here that I know a little bit. I would not say I train them because I don't really train anybody. I don't really have the patience, and most kids don't find me compelling in that view because I don't assuage egos. I'm not gonna tell you how good you are when you're not, right? Um, they keep getting knocked out in their pro fights, and they're at a conundrum as to why. And what I would tell you is this, guys. So I grew up as a karateka, as most of you guys know. And the one big weakness in karate was a lack of full contact training. And indeed, with karate, it went on so long that some of the techniques indeed weren't the most effective techniques. I mean, snap kicks are not the most effective techniques, right? What else? Reverse punches, right? Your hands are inherently down with your ready fist at your side. So none of that makes any sense for actual fighting. The other thing about karate, and I think it's truest weakness, because I've even seen reverse punches work, like Shogunua uses that blitz in MMA. And, there's a lot of fighters who use side kicks, which essentially are snap kicks. A lot of fighters use teeps. Teeps are effective. I mean, they're push kicks, but they're snap kicks of a sort, right? The karate round kick is the one that doesn't really work. But even that can work if you're using front leg. But anyway, all that aside, the biggest deficit in karate is a lack of full contact fighting. So consequently, this guy trains for years and years and years. He knows all these kata. He knows all these techniques. He's in pretty good shape. Then he gets hit in the face once, and he just goes down. He goes out. And a normal street fighter who doesn't think anything, his brother used to beat him up all the time. My brother used to beat me up all the time. Fighting the street is nothing, right? Punches are normal to him. Boom, he knocks this karate black belt who's trained for 20 years out cold, and people go, oh, karate doesn't work. Well, karate doesn't work because it's never put to the test, right? Like, as I found myself sparring more and more, some of my karate stuff gave the other full contact fighters more trouble because they weren't used to it, right? They're fighting either pure boxing or pure Muay Thai or what have you. We have an epidemic today wherever we're training in MMA, because MMA is so popular, where what the schools do is what's best for them. What is best for them? This light, no contact sparring that people do, and then think, okay, I'm going to get ready for the fight. I'm going to get in the fight. I'm going to rise to the occasion. Well, if you're not accustomed to getting hit, when you suddenly get hit, this is a giant shock. All game plans are out the window. Mike Tyson had that famous saying, he goes, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. It is the same thing if you never spar hard. How can you possibly be ready on fight night? Well, because you think mentally you're so tough? If you were mentally tough, you'd be sparring hard. So it breaks my heart to see these guys get out there. They're technically very skilled, but they're really not put to the test. And Muay Thai has been one of the biggest things for making this an MMA. But what people fail to realize about Muay Thai, even the Muay Thai guys that come back here and teach it, is Muay Thai guys spar very light because they're fighting a couple times a month. There is no time for hard sparring. They're right back into the fight, right? Then they got to wear the gear and stuff, light spar to even get through the training they need to do till they get to their next fight. It's why they have records of like 150 and 30, right? That's the deal with Thai boxing. MMA fighters in general over here are not like that. You don't fight enough where light sparring becomes a necessity. I'm au contraire. You fight so few times a year that you need to spar hard to be ready for the fight. And unfortunately, it's lost logic, and I understand why. Look, I had a private student. He was a son of a kid I went to high school with. Kid knew me from high school. I was a brawler in high school, and it was no surprise to him that I became a professional fighter. And his son was a great jiu-jitsu fighter. I saw him at one of my professor's tournaments. He subbed a guy, took first place, and he wanted to fight an MMA fight in Ireland. So his father said, go see Derek. So I trained him a couple times, and then one time I hit him with a jab in the face. I told him it was coming. We had to prepare for this. He never came back. Guys, if you don't want to get hit at all, don't fight. You are going to get hit when you're fighting. Now, the last guy I actually really trained was that guy you see behind you, Russ Edwards. We sparred full bore, guys. Me and Russ are a lot bigger than you guys are, I guarantee you, right? Unless you're some freaky heavyweight, right? So we sparred full bore 3-4 times a week, hardcore. And people are wondering what's wrong. How did I make this mistake? Guys, fighting's intellectual nature only goes so far. Then it's a kill or be killed animal instinct that makes one survive. And someone who's used to the pain, who is used to the grind, who is used to getting hit, is always going to have that advantage. So all these MMA schools, they tell people they can soft spar, even jiu-jitsu schools, soft roll. I mean, what the hell are you guys afraid of? It's an ego thing. Get with it. Go for it. You want to fight, fight. You don't want to fight, don't fight at all. And I'm done. Like and follow for more on The Fight Game.